Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-September 2025, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Okay. Let's see, Saggy. Oh, different. Okay. The overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Cups. You seem to be open. You have an open heart here for whatever experience you're dealing with. Pretty cool. Starting off the reading, you get the Seven of Swords crossed by the Four of Wands. There's a commitment that shows up here. And you have your back turned to it in the sense of either you're not interested or there could be a commitment that you're part of, but you're at a distance from it. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it yet. Oh, that's why. And your focus, the Queen of Pentacles. Your focus is you at this moment in time. So even if this is, physically there in your face, you're not necessarily focusing there. You're focusing on yourself. In the recent past, the Ace of Swords, you did something. What'd you do? What'd you do? Oh, but you did something. Interesting. In your strength, the Lovers. Okay, so there is quite a significant connection here as an energy tied up to you. It's not this one. It's not the commitment part. It's something else. Huh. Okay. In the immediate future, the World card, you're closing a cycle here. Supporting this reading, the Five of Wands. Who's fighting with who here? Who's trying to disturb your peace? Because I feel like that's what's happening. You've got some energies around you that are kind of trying to poke at you or something. Anyways, the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the King of Cups. Okay, you also have a lot of love. You also have a lot of love around you. Yeah, you have these little, rotten apples here and there. But for the most part, you got a lot of love around you. In your hopes and fears, the Hangman. I think you're just kind of really practicing just standing still and being in the moment as much as possible. That's why you're kind of coming in with a quite peaceful energy, like, I just want to be left alone in my little bubble of peace. If you don't bring peace, get the fuck out type of a deal. In the potential outcome, the Four of Swords. Yeah, some more downtime there, just you and you. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's see what's going on here. Let me do the Knight of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, definitely leaving the heaviness of the world and the life of everything else to the side. This is about you. Whatever's going on here only is focused on you because you pulled that focus onto you strictly. And you just, especially when there's heaviness involved in the things that are surrounding you, you do not look in that direction even. You're like, nope. Even if it's something that you would still eventually have to deal with, you're kind of putting it to the side. You're like, not right now. Not right now. Okay. So you're creating a pretty protective environment for you in which you can just be for now. Or you're trying to. For the Seven of Swords, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Tower. You're gonna have to catch up with some of the stuff that you put on that back burner though, because some of it is cooking and it's gonna overcook. I don't know how long you've been doing this for in the sense of putting things on the back burner. And I do understand the context, and I do understand the goal here in the sense of you just want to chill and not deal with all the crap out there. But some of it is older stuff that still needs to be addressed. at some point, because otherwise it's just gonna come to the surface and it's not gonna be pleasant, and it could be work stuff. You're still trying to hold that there on that back burner, but it's getting closer and closer for you to address. And this could have to do with either one partnership or several. And again, if this has to do with work, it could be something tied up to some work relationships you may have there. Oh, okay. For the Four of Wands, you get the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, the World card. Okay, so there's an engagement on your part to an energy. But yeah, you're coming in so strong with there's a time and a place with this one. So it could be that at some point you did partake in something, engaged in something, right? You're not there anymore. I think you're done with that. I think you know you're done with that, but you might be trying to avoid kind of telling that to yourself or getting to that conclusion. So it could be that, I don't know, all your life you were passionate about painting and something happened here and all of a sudden you're done with that. You're not passionate about it anymore. You're done with that commitment to painting. And it could be that you have nothing coming in next for you, in the sense of, okay, but what am I passionate about now? Maybe it's nothing. But one thing's for sure, this is done for you. The cycle is closed. And it comes through with a strong sense of there's a time and a place. And this was it for your painting career or something. I don't know. The thing is, you're not ready to say it out loud or to close that chapter, even though the chapter is closed and you know that, you feel that, but you're not ready to close it. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles. In your focus, you get the Lovers, the Empress, the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is just about you and you, spending some quality time with you. I'm not sure if this connection to that energy that I see there in your Strength is just the connection to yourself. I think it's kind of turning back to that. I think that's what it is. And it carries such a strong sense of self-love that it's not even funny. I'm seeing. Did I tell you? I think I managed to hook up 2 hummingbirds. I see them spending time together in that tree. They were here earlier. And I think they're waiting for me to change their feeders. Anyways. Yeah, I think this is just about you. I don't see this energy carrying another energy. This one of the Lovers, I think, is just you and you. Could be somebody else that's in there. But if it is there as an energy, I don't see them there in the physical. Let's do the Ace of Swords in the recent past. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. This looks like an achievement. This looks like maybe you had a life goal, right? And I see you completing that. I see you, time and a place. You made it. You were fucking Picasso, and then that's it. You're done. That goal is done. I see you completing a life goal there. And then it shows up as it naturally does when something is completed as done. And I see you taking the proper steps for it, or within you it's not closed off. You're not fully accepting that it is done. Because you made the proper steps. You signed the documents or whatever you did there. The physical steps are looking like they're done. Within you as an energy, it's not closed off. You're still a painter. Okay. Let's do the Lovers. In your Strength, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands. You're looking. Right now it looks like you're looking for whatever the fuck is next. And you're okay with that. It's not like you're panicking or, oh, I need to know. You know. And it feels like you're probably experimenting even, or keeping yourself open to whatever. I see pleasure in that. I don't see you freaking out or anything. Like, okay, I don't got the painter thing anymore. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? There's none of that. There's, let me explore this. Let me explore that. Let me, okay. Yeah, spend some time with you there, because you're coming up with nice energies of, experimenting, seeing what fits. For the World card in the immediate future, you get the Emperor, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Why do you have such a resistance to closing off this cycle? And I think it's the painter cycle. And I think that cycle includes more smaller chapters, or, I don't think it's just painter. And that's it. I think it includes, it's like looking back at your life and being like, okay, so my life developed from this age up until this age in this certain way. And that cycle is closing off completely, which could be that whatever is after that stage here is going to look completely different. So that could be a fear of, just not letting go of the old completely. Because it looks like you're almost ready to do it, and then last minute you're like, no, I don't want to do it. Let it go. Let it go. You're almost there with it. You're almost there with it. I think there's many things here that apply. The fear of not knowing, what's next. Not having that secure type of, oh, okay, so I'm stepping into this. Is just kind of keeping you a little, you need to let this go. You need to close the cycle. You need to feel it. I know you're going, well, I signed the documents, it's closed. Yeah, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's not closed within you. For you, you're still a painter. Well, I'll always be in my heart. Yeah, okay, always be, but let it go. Oh, man. It's a cycle that needs to close. It's one of those, again, that you look back at your life and you're going to feel like it's part of a different life, even. It's kind of like me thinking, when I drove trucks, even though it wasn't that long ago, but it's such a closed chapter that it feels like it's from another lifetime. For the Five of Wands and the supportive energies, you get the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. As you're kind of proceeding here into the new chapter that you've already stepped into, even if you haven't really closed off the old one, you're in the new chapter. As you're proceeding here and engaging with stuff that could have to do with your stability here, I do see a little bit of pain in the ass types of energies in the way there. Like there's, ew. You're trying to keep yourself open. You're trying to keep yourself, in the sense of like balanced and not get affected by what are these poking energies? Like you would look at these energies and you would think, oh, they're trying to make my life a living hell, which is not true. It's just challenges. It's just, I don't know where they're coming from, but they're there. I would assume somehow they're trying to reveal something to you about you. But yeah, I don't see you being pulled back, though. I still see you proceeding here, even though it's unpleasant at times, because there's these poking energies around. It's like you're walking outside on a beautiful, perfect night, and you got these mosquitoes like all over. Like, come on. Let's do the King of Cups. In the hidden energies, you get the Hierophant, the Sun, the Fool. You're so connected to the universe, and I think you have no idea that you are. Like you're so in tune with yourself that keeps you connected to the universe. So it's one of those that You know, you would see a lot of synchronicities, a lot of stuff like that. And I see you recognizing that you are connected to yourself, but you have no idea how connected that keeps you, not only to yourself, but to the universe and to the path that you're on. Okay, pretty nice energies there. For the Hangman, in your hopes and fears, you get the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Ah, the fear of the unknown. It's interesting because you're starting from a place in which you're in the present moment, right? And your heart is fully open and you're enjoying that place. And then your mind is trying to take you to wonder places, especially in the future. Like, what's next? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. And that's when fear starts to sink in. Fear of the unknown. But those are the times in which also your mind is taken over and you're not in the present moment anymore. And you seem to be functioning a lot from this energy of being in the present. But as things progress on this newfound path of yours, the mind is definitely going to try to take over. And through that, the fear of the unknown. Over what your next steps are. For the Four of Swords, in the potential outcome, you get the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Two of Swords. Here's a partnership that comes in here as a potential something. I feel like it's a work opportunity or someone that wants to work with you or an idea for something. For the most part, it feels good initially. As this energy comes in, it's right in front of you. You look at it, it's like, oh, okay, this feels good. And then I see your mind starting to take over big time to the point of you don't know what to do about it. Progressively, I see your mind stepping in through this reading. You started off great. You're doing great for the most part. Towards the end here, I see the tendency of allowing for this to come into play. And I don't know if you want to be doing that. I think not. So just pay attention to that. Because you can prevent it. Or at least you can be aware that it's there trying to take over. You know? Like you've had too much fun in this being in the present moment. Type of a deal. So let's get you back in here. Yeah. Yeah, try not to let it trick you. That partnership, as far as energies go, looks good. Or the idea of it. Let me see what the universe has. The Five of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit. You've gone through a lot of healing here. You still are. You're still going through a process of healing, but you've got through a lot of deep-ass healing. And you're still in the middle of this process. So, just like with any process of healing, things are going to feel wavy. While you're in this wave of being in the moment, the mind is going to try to pull you down on that wave and be like, okay, let's get you down here for a little bit. And, I mean, at some point you can't prevent going down in your healing there in the sense of how it's going to feel, because that's how it is, you know. But with a little bit of awareness, you might make it feel a little easier, you know, going through these stages. So let me see the spirit animal oracle for you. Owl, number 67. Pay attention to your inner wisdom. Representing wisdom, intuition, and insight, the owl holds revered qualities across cultures. Its spiritual energy encourages us to seek deeper insights within ourselves. By embracing the owl's guidance, we tap into our inner knowledge and discern truth, approaching life with curiosity and wonder. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.